Hey, it's Erika the Design Diva. You already know my purpose and my passion is to make you pop on paper and shine online. So I'm just gonna give people a moment to get on, share the link out and whatnot. If you know somebody that needs help with the pop and shine, you can go ahead and share this out. Definitely invite you to do that. Or if you would like to, invite somebody, tag somebody, let them know that we are live. Okay, and so I am streaming on multiple platforms. So if you see me looking a different way, I'm still with you. Okay. All right. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, good. All right. Just making sure we're good on our platforms. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because, like, this is not meant to be a long thing. Yeah. Anyway, again, I'm Erica the Design Diva for those who do not know me. And I am the person, the woman that helps you pop on paper and shine online, okay? And I took notes because, I love what I do and I'll be like all off on a tangent, teaching and sharing for an hour. So I'm going to try to stick to the notes, okay, as much as possible. I'm going to sprinkle something else in there. I already know because that's what I do. Anyway, I help high achieving women, entrepreneurs, and brand owners who are ready to just go to that next level, who want to step into that polished and profitable era for their brands. That's exactly what my goal is. Now, today on this live, I'm just going to be sharing three simple steps to help polish your brand. And at the end, I will be sharing with you an opportunity and an incentive. So, to help you level up. So make sure you stick around for that, if you are popping in, okay? And again, if you have comments and anything, if I miss the comments, I will come back, I will circle back and grab and take a look, answer any questions and whatnot. So if you have any questions about what I cover, definitely pop it in the comments and I'll look on the different platforms and see, and address everything, okay? Questions and comments, okay? So, hey, y'all, we about to get started. So the first strategy that I have for you, and did I say these are simple strategies before I get started? These are simple strategies. These are things that you can do yourself, or these are things that you can, if you're working with a VA or a team or whatever, or you hire somebody to do your stuff. You can actually say, "Hey, do this and do that." All right, so yeah, it all can work together. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to know is that you need to make sure that you clarify your brand message. What happens is a lot of times we get started and we're just kind of like all over the place because, like, sometimes we want to just do it all. We want to save the whole world with whatever our passion is, and it doesn't really work like that. Well, you know what? I want you to save as much of the world as you can, but it doesn't really work like that when we're just out there. We'll put this over here and that over there. Like, for real, honestly, like, I'm recreating my own website right now. My old website, I would just honestly, I would do what a lot of people do. I would just add something to it when I had a need for it. When I had something new that came out, I would just add to it and just kind of leave the old stuff on there. And it kind of got stale. So I'm glad to be able to be shifting to a new web presence. But one of the things that where your brand message comes from is from your bio, your taglines, your about section. So that's on platforms, on your website, on your link page. All those different places need to match up. All right. So, because what happens is if people come to those places and they see different, they see a different message, it's kind of confusing. So they kind of get what you do, but they kind of don't. But a lot of people, if especially they don't know you, you always want to market to people that don't, you take care of the people you have and you're connected to already. But you also want to market to the people that don't know you, definitely. So if they don't know you and I mean, are they really, how many people are going to take time to figure it all out and try to say, okay, this is exactly what he or she does. This is exactly what their brand offers. This is exactly a benefit. Okay. So make sure that your messaging is matching all across, like, everywhere. Okay. So you don't want anything to be out of line. So what you want to do is you want to include what you do, who you serve, and why it matters. Okay. So what the benefit is. Okay. So those are some of the things that you want to include in your brand messaging. And if you're one of those people who you feel like your message is, could use some help, you need a little level up on that, put a fire emoji or type the word need help. Type the words need help in the comments. Okay. So yeah, I definitely one of the things I like to do is give action tasks. Okay, even when I have meetings and whatnot, I say, okay, what are the action tasks we're taking away? Like we talked for 30 minutes, we talked for an hour. What are we going to do next? Okay, um, so for the action tasks, I want you to challenge you to do this. Work on your elevator pitch, and your elevator pitch is just a quick and simple way to introduce yourself, your brand, your why. Okay, your purpose. All right. Now, the bonus action task that I'm giving you to clarify your brand message is to use AI to polish that elevator pitch. And I'm saying elevator pitch, but it's just like a short intro. Okay, that's what I mean. Um, and then just create the cohesive message everywhere. Okay, you can use AI to do those things. Okay. So I'm going to move on to the second thing that you need to do, action that you can take to help clarify your brand. So we already said clarify your brand message. Now we're going to move into talking about aligning your visual identity. Okay, so that sounds really good and all fancy and stuff. That's okay. I'm going to break it down for you. You see it right there on the screen. You want to make sure that you're having consistent, the visuals, okay, are consistent. That's your fonts, your colors, your graphics, and just your style all together. Um, yeah, it's like a whole thing. I know a lot of times when I start to work with new clients, one of the things that I like to give examples that are easily, understandable by anybody in any industry. And one of the things I will say is, if you see a commercial comes on and you see a gecko and you see blue and white letters, you already know what it is within a matter of seconds. Why? Because they use the same visuals. The character, of course, gives it away, but that style is the same. They're using the same font all the time. You never see the names of these big companies. They don't use a different. They're not just gonna just switch up on a font for us. Like all of a sudden. Now during certain holidays, they may do a little enhancement or a little, they might put a little zhuzh on there, make it a little fancy, but their base style is still the same no matter what you see for them. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you're not using random fonts. You're not using just random colors. If you're using all these just different graphics all the time, yeah, that's kind of, again, the brand image is not there. That brand mess, it goes with along with the brand message. It's not really clear. And when that comes across, like, the client again is confused, the client doesn't really, they're not, so, oh, okay, yeah, that's Erika the Design Diva stuff. Because you listen, if Erika the Design Diva does something, you're going to see some pink. Okay, so I changed into my pink shirt because I knew I was going live. All right, so definitely did that. But, like, because that is part of the style that I have, that is my color. Like, I know my hex code. Like, office, like, I know my hex. You don't have to learn your hex code. Put it in your notes in your phone. Okay, that's your color code. Okay, just for those, just a little something for you extra. So make sure that the visuals are the same everywhere. Make sure they're consistent everywhere. From your website, your social media. If you have an email header or footer, make sure that's all the same as well. And again, the style and the feel. Some people, and when I say the style, like, for me, I like more, I'll say more sharp. Even though my target market includes women, I like the sharp, no nonsense types of things. Okay. Some people like, curly stuff and cursive stuff. And that's cool if that's your style. Okay. But be consistent with it. Okay. And again, this is something that you can work with whoever is on your team, whoever you hire. You can do these things now. The What I want to do is, oh, see, I told you I got notes. Okay, if you're using a whole bunch of fonts, if you don't know what your font is, if you don't know any of that, if you're that person that just goes on Canva and says, "Oh, I like this template right here," and you just plug your information in and then you use it, yeah, go ahead and put messy, okay, because that's what it is. I'm sorry, you just say messy. That just means you need help. That just means you have room for improvement. See, boom, there we go. Anyway, you don't have to guess if you have come up with a brand guide, and that's your action task for this step. I want you to create a simple brand image style guide. So basically, it's going to include just choosing the font that you can choose the font you like or you prefer, or what already is established for your brand, or what is when I say established for your brand, you may have some stuff already that is in place. So choose font that those types of fonts, those those colors and everything. If you have a logo, you can go with those colors in your logo. But in Canva, you actually, if you have Canva, you actually can set up your brand kit in there, put all those things in along with your images and your graphics, so they are ready made, so that when you see that template you like, you can apply your style. Okay, so definitely do that. The next thing I want you to do is the bonus action task for this step is to set aside a couple hours. Okay, do this 2 hours within the next week to focus on your brand. What you're going to do is you're going to go everywhere on your, all the places, and you're going to update your fonts, your colors, your graphics, and your style to match this brand style guide that you come up with. Okay, and it can be very simple. You can just type it out in words and just say, okay, these are the things. Or you can do something graphic, like something on like a tool like Canva, and you can actually build your brand style guide. Okay, so take the time to do that, because again, it makes a difference visually when you have everything looking the same visually. Now, I covered these first two tips, okay, which is to clarify your brand message and then align your visual identity, right? Making sure all the messaging is consistent, then making sure all your visuals are consistent as well. So the third thing I want you to know is that you do not have to do this stuff by yourself, okay? That's the one of the big pieces that a lot of us miss in business, especially when our businesses are emerging and growing and evolving into another space, or evolving to another level. We forget that we don't have to do it by ourselves. So what I want to do is to let you know that if you are a person who wants to take quick action, you have some stuff established already, but you say, you know what, I know I need a little help. You talked about getting my messaging straight. You talked about aligning the visuals, making sure all my visuals are consistent. But I need help with that. If you're that person that just wants to do that, I want to invite you to register and, I'll say, sign up or book one of my mini support sessions. Okay. And mini support session, what we do is we have 20 minutes. We come in, you bring all your brand stuff, the messiness, all the stuff that's unclear, the task, you bring that stuff, we work on it, we get it done together. And I'm going to give you, you get the notes and the recording from that. Okay. So that right there is something that's going to just help your brand, like in a quick, in a quick way. All right. But I want to offer to you, if you're that person that you really say, you know what, Erica, I don't want to do this by myself for real. You say, I really want to get a bigger breakthrough. I'm really ready to really level up. And I'm ready for some bigger options than just sitting down with you for 20 minutes at a time and just saying, okay, I need this fixed and that fixed and this upgraded. You say, you know what? I need an action plan. I need an entire plan. Okay. It's not just about getting my clarity for my message. It's not just about making sure my visuals look good and are consistent. It's about, I need a revamp. I need to level up for real. So if you're that person, I definitely want to offer you the brand focus session. Okay. So my brand focus session, you have one-on-one time with me, an entire hour. Okay. Can we say level up from 20 minutes to an hour? Yes. So in that hour, what's going to happen is we are going to actually review your brand. We're going to talk about your brand, what your struggles are, and just kind of review again your messaging. We're going to review your visuals, and then just whatever else it is that you have that you bring. And we're going to go through that, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. I'm going to give you suggestions based on my over 25 years of expertise. And I'm going to show you what to upgrade, what you can do away with, and just give you tips. And at the end, after that hour, I'm going to take another time set aside, and I will provide you with an action plan. So you don't even have to second guess. So and this right here, this is like for like a bigger step for that bigger breakthrough. And again, I want you to comment focus if you want that link And the reason I want you to comment focus is because I want to DM you the link because it has a special incentive. I got a little discount code for you. What? Yes. Now, this is a live only offer where I am offering this. It's good, y'all. Okay, it's good. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, once you send that to me, once you say that, do that, I will send you that link out with your discount code, your incentive. Okay, a little extra something, not like you need it, but I mean, that's a little something for you. Okay. It's my birth month. It's my birthday month, birth month. Yeah, birth month. I think that's right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm a September baby. Anyway, just want to recap what we talked about in this quick live stream before I go and see if anybody had any questions or comments. The first thing we talked about is making sure that you clarify your brand message, making sure that what you're saying and how you're representing your brand is the same everywhere, from your social media to your website to your about sections and everywhere in between. Okay, anywhere, even when you speak, that messaging is the same. The second thing we talked about was aligning your visuals, making sure that everything that goes out visually is looking consistent, okay, for brand recognition and so for more clarity of your brand. Okay, the third thing is just making sure that you don't try to do it alone. Even if you don't work with Erika the Design Diva, that's okay. It's okay. I can't do it for everybody. That's okay. Make sure you get help from somewhere. Okay. Make sure that you get expert help. Okay. If you're really, really ready to level up. Okay. And I was about to say something, but I'm not going to put anything down. Get the help that you need. Okay. So I want to make sure that you understand that the brand focus sessions, I'm only giving so many incentives. Okay. So there are only a few. So if you want to grab that, make sure you go ahead and comment focus in the comments. And what I'll do is I'll update the description on the live so that you can go back and book. Actually, I'll put it in the comments. So if you want to book the mini session, okay, if you wanted the 20-minute session, all right. So I'm going in to see if there are any questions right now. Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. So that means I did a great job. Yes. Listen, that's what happens when you're awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to repeat it. People don't have the questions. No problem. No problema. All right. Okay, so I am not seeing any questions. I got one more platform to check. If I don't see any questions, then again, like I said, I will be coming back to see if there's anything that comes up, especially for the people that are watching the replay, because I know everybody could not jump on, but that's okay. No problem. Okay. All right. So I didn't see any questions, any comments, any questions or any commentary that I need to address. So again, I will be looking at the comments later to, to address anything else that I missed. And remember that you have the power to do whatever you want to. And remember that you don't choose what happens in your life, but you do choose how you respond and react to everything. And I just want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. And I hope this helped you. And I cannot wait to see your brand shining, popping and shining all over the place. All right. Until next time, it's Erika the Design Diva.